Hey you, I was thinking about you. And you know what I was thinking? I'm thinking it's time for you to soar. I am so excited to be here with Dr. Suzanne. She's an award-winning leadership strategist, internationally acclaimed speaker, and multiple best-selling author. As chief sparkler of the Sparkle Factor, she equips women leaders and entrepreneurs to cut through the noise, make confident calls, and scale their impact. She is the creator of Verve, a high-impact experience for women in business. And she's also the host of the Sparkle Sesh podcast. You already know I am over the top. I am trying to dial it down for you, but I'm not. I've got to be my authentic self. And I am here with, I'm going to say it wrong. So she is not the Sparkle Queen.
Oh, I'll take that. That's okay.
She's Sparkle Queen, but she's also known as...
Oh, the Chief Sparkle Officer.
Chief Sparkle Officer, the CSO. And today we're talking about Sparkle, but we're really getting into getting unstuck. You know, this show is all about being unstuck. And what I loved and was drawn to your story about was your topic here at the WIN Conference.
Oh, yeah.
Before we get into the WIN Conference and the topic, I want you to understand who I'm sitting next to. And who I'm sitting next to, I get it that you are a collection of all that you've been through, but there was a period of time where you could have stayed stuck.
Oh, yes. And we all know what that feels like, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. So talk to me about, I know because you told me that you are a dancer, cheerleader, all the things. Tell us the things
Yes.
that you started out with and what that felt like with being your dream.
Well, I think I came out of the womb ready to be on stage. And my poor parents had to endure me doing concerts in their living room, all the things. And they bless their hearts, as we say in Texas, made sure that I had all of the classes and all of the things. And so my only dream in life was to be on Broadway. And I did everything I could to make that dream become a reality. And so I was what was known as a triple threat. And I could sing, dance, and act, all the things.
In just one show.
And yes, in just one show, like Cats, for example, like Cats. And so I was a professional. I was making money. I was doing all the things. And I was in a show, and I was in a very tall lift, and my partner slipped, and we both fell. He tried valiantly, gallantly to catch me.
Wow.
And to protect me, and probably did the best he could, but I shredded a lot of the ligaments in my right ankle and foot, and that was the end of my dancing career. And that was tough. I mean, beyond tough, because my whole identity was wrapped up into what I wanted to be forever. And I didn't know anything else.
So here you are, from childhood all the way up. You're living your dream, and your dream is shattered.
Yes.
What did that feel like?
Well, if I'm honest, it felt like everything had been ripped. So not only my ankle had been ripped, my entire soul had been ripped out of my body.
That part.
That part. And for the longest time, I wasn't sure what the next step needed to be. And I just, like I talk about Stuck Island, that's the phrase I use, and I was surrounded by sharks and I didn't want to leave the island. I was surrounded by what I thought were sharks, and there was no way off. It was the island, that was my identity, that was all it was gonna be. I was gonna be a has-been. There was nothing else for me. And I didn't know what I didn't know about pulling myself up. I didn't have a model for that. I didn't have anything I could do about that. And so it took a lot of inner strength to make that happen.
So I just want to ask, if you are someone who has had the life sucked out of you, your dream, what you thought you wanted to be, what you thought you wanted to do, and it wasn't so much thought, you actually were doing it. Right. And then you had it came to a crashing halt. What did that feel like? If that's you and you've experienced that, put that in the comments, why don't you?
Ooh, yes.
Because you're not alone. It's a dark place.
Yes.
It's dark. You say Stuck Island with sharks all around.
Oh, yes.
Because you had to leave the island.
Yes.
Or you could choose to stay stuck.
Correct.
So what did you do?
Well, and I want to not skip the part where your brain, by the way, we're all just a bunch of cave girls. Like, we have not evolved We've evolved in a lot of things, but our brains have not evolved.
Oh, we're getting to the neuroscience.
You know, our brains just want to keep us safe, and we haven't evolved from dinosaur days. So whenever you want to do anything new, your brain is like, oh no, girl, you're going to get eaten by the Tyrannosaurus Rex, so go back into the cave.
There you go.
Because you're going to die. And that will keep you stuck. So when I say I felt ripped, like I didn't know anything else. So anything new, any new identity, my brain was like, oh no, you can't do that. You're going to fail. Nobody wants you. Nobody's going to think you can do anything. And so for you that are stuck, I get it, because your brain is telling you a very scary story.
So it may seem juvenile, but the animated movie, The Croods.
Yes.
The dad in The Croods, and this is caveman time.
Yes.
His daughter was adventurous.
Yes.
And wanted to go beyond the safe space.
Right.
And he just wanted to keep her safe.
Yep.
And there was a tension there. There was a tension between knowing there's more and knowing that you wanted to honor and respect being kept safe. Talk to me about the tension of knowing that there's something outside of Shark Island.
Yep.
But that I want to say primitive
Yes.
brain, our brain function saying, no, stay safe.
Well, your brain is just doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, it
like,
is.
Let's be clear. Your brain is supposed to do that. It's supposed to keep you safe. It's just supposed to make your heart go and make you breathe.
Yes.
And make you survive another day. So what you have to do is say, hey, brain, I love you. Thank you for keeping me safe. And we're going to do this anyway. And I'm going to dip a toe in the water. And I'm going to make sure the shark doesn't bite my toe off. And if the shark doesn't bite my toe off, that's all we're going to do today.
Did you hear that? Incremental. She didn't say it, but incremental. And I hope by the end of this talk that you are willing to do something small,
Right.
to dip a toe into whatever that water is. Listen, let's get back to the sharks. So now you're ready to put a whole foot in.
Right.
And what did that look like? Talk to us about what you did. And I'll stop interrupting, but I
No,
can't help
it's
it
good.
because my brain is loving this. You told your brain, thank you,
I
bless
did.
your heart. But we're going to do this anyway.
Yeah, we're
if
gonna
you
do
need to
something
tell
new.
your brain we're going to do something new, I need you to put that in the chat, because there are people watching with you that will encourage you. I'm encouraging you now. Dr. Suzanne
That's
is
right.
encouraging you now.
That's right.
Put your toe in the water. Go.
So I just started learning. I just started soaking up all that I could do. And I remembered, okay, I've stood on stages in front of hundreds, if not thousands of people. I can do that again. It's just going to look a little different. So I started getting in rooms that needed a keynoter. And lo and behold, I fell into keynoting, which is what I do now, and how we met. And then I fell into business coaching, which is what I do now for mostly shepreneurs. So women in business that either really want to make speaking as part of their income flow, or who have multiple businesses and aren't really sure how to make all the things work. So I'm still doing that every day. So every day is a new day to be afraid.
A new day to be afraid.
Every day.
Do you welcome it? Do you embrace it?
Oh, I think you should always put fear on your team.
Oh my gosh. Do it afraid. Do it with your knees shaking, but
Yes,
do it.
That's right. Because fear is there to make sure that you know where the potholes are. Right? And
Love
so I'm
that.
like, oh my gosh, thank you for showing up. Oh, yay. Now I know. Now I know.
Now-
And that's it. That's all it has to be. It doesn't have to be so scary. It's just awareness. And if we could just say, fear is here for awareness. Now, what do I get to do anyway?
Oh, I love that. What do I get to do anyway? Isn't that a way of reframing your situation and circumstance?
Oh,
ask
yeah.
yourself, what do you get to do anyway?
Right.
Not now, what am I going to do?
Exactly.
But what do I get to do anyway? Now, if you haven't noticed, Dr. Suzanne has talked a lot about the brain
Yes.
and neuroscience.
Yes.
And can you tell us how you got into that? And then we're going to talk about what she shared with us today, which blew our minds, figuratively and literally. Go.
Well, because I started talking a lot about creativity and what was happening in the art space and how to redesign with a creative focus, I started really diving into the research of what goes on in creative brains and how it's different for creatives than other humans on the planet, which led me down the rabbit hole because, let's face it, I'm just a nerd. I really am a nerd. And so I got a certificate in neuroscience to really understand how can we grow a new neural pathway with words? Because you can grow new neural pathways with words. How can you do all of these things that I mean, every day we are learning so much about the brain and how much we don't know about the brain. But really, what we are every day telling ourselves has such an impact on what's going on up here. And so I tell my clients all the time, we need to understand how we boss our brains. And we haven't been taught how to do that.
I want to put a pin in that. You said that we can redirect and create new patterns in our brain. So how many people have grown up with the you can't teach an old dog a new trick?
That
and
right there.
The mentality of it is what it is. I've always been this way. This is how I am. I am hardwired this way. And a lot of times we use that as an excuse for our behavior or a reason for our success or our failure. And it sounds like science is telling us otherwise.
Science is definitely telling us otherwise. And part of the magic, I think, of brain science is that we are just learning that you get to decide. And that's the thing. You just have to make a decision to make a decision. So you can decide, wow, my whole life got ripped apart from me. My whole identity as a dancer, singer, actress went away, and it's over. Or I get to decide I'm going to use what was to make something new. But either way, you're deciding. And when you do that, your brain makes a new rut. It makes a new rut, and it reinforces that. And then your brain is going to confirm it. So it's going to show you all the ways that that's true. It'll show you, yep, you were nothing. It's going to tell you all that. Or, yeah, you're amazing. Let's go do that thing. Because it's going to look for that. It's going to look for confirmation because that's what our brains do.
So you're talking about, did you use a sledding analogy
I did.
today? And I am a world-class sledder.
Yeah.
Yes. Our backyard had the hill in the neighborhood. Tap in if you've come to my yard when I was a child.
I'm
and
so
sled.
jealous.
Listen, and when there was a well-worn, it was the boring part and the hard part and the skilled part to create the rut, to trudge through the snow, to be the first one down. But you knew that afterward there would be lots of excitement, lots of enjoyment. And so similar to snow, if you have to charge and forge a new path, it might be scary. It might be rough and tough in the beginning.
Yes.
But listen and understand, just like sledding, you forge that path and you keep going down and it becomes, as you said, the brain responds. The snow responded and it created a new rut and it created a new pathway to fun and enjoyment. So on the other side,
I love that.
On the other side of trudging through what you did, there's a new pathway that opens up a world of new enjoyment that had you stopped, had you still tried to go down that worn path,
Exactly.
you would not have experienced.
That's right. But you have to decide.
You have to decide. So are you willing to at least put your toe in just for something? Just yes or no? Okay, thanks. I know what that feels like, and I know what that felt like for me, and I had to pivot. What you talked about today, we wouldn't have gotten that knowledge had you not pivoted, had you not been, you call yourself a nerd, I call yourself phenomenal. And so neuroscience is helping you to teach your
Yes.
clients, coach your clients into making new brain paths.
Yes.
And today you blew our minds with what you talked about with decision fatigue.
Yes.
How in the world? We're doing stuff all day long. I'm not going to take her thunder. I want Dr. Suzanne talk to us about decision fatigue and the impact.
Well, there's a new study that just came out a couple of months ago. So, and this isn't bashing of genders. So this is literally just science. So
Science.
Men on average make 20,000 decisions a day. That's a lot, right? Women make 35,000 decisions a day. And so I told a story about I had a major meltdown at the grocery store, staring in the spaghetti pasta aisle, and I'm looking at just rows and rows, how blessed we are in the United States to have
Right.
rows and rows of pasta sauce choices, and I could not make a pasta sauce choice. Like, how often are we What are we going to have for dinner? And everybody's like, I don't know. And we get frustrated by that. But the reality is you've had to make so many decisions that at the end of the day, you literally don't know. You literally can't. You are at the end of what you can decide. And so science is telling us you have to learn how to put gates on what you decide. And the fact that we use so much energy with every single decision takes up 20% of your energy in your brain. So if you're aware enough to know that, do you really want to waste a decision? Do you want to waste 20% of your brain energy on something silly like, should I return an email? No, you don't. So I talked about that you have to decide and really make sure that you understand, what am I spending my decision energy on?
What am I spending my decision energy on? It's like a bank account. It is not unlimited. And
Correct.
I get it. There are caffeinated drinks that we use to help us get through the day and the chores. But we're talking about our brain. We're talking about
Right.
brain health. We're talking about good decisions. Pasta sauce. How many of you have looked at something and then been frustrated with yourself?
Yes.
And had bad self-talk because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Why can't I just decide? Why can't I just figure it out? And gotten really frustrated with yourself. Well, it sounds like you're at decision fatigue.
It's just your brain. You really are at decision fatigue. And the thing is, you literally can't. And so it's okay to say, okay, I can't, I'm done. And instead of forcing yourself in that moment, even if it's something little, I need a timeout. Like, and communicate that to those that you love, or if you're at the office, this is an important enough decision that I have to take a break. I need to step away. I need to go fill myself up. So one of the strategies I gave today in the talk was 2 minutes. That's all you need.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. So what do you want to do? Well, the science tells us honestly, the best thing to do, I didn't talk about this very much, is to put your feet on grass. Put your feet on grass outside. Because there's kinetic energy with the earth, and it reprograms.
So we're taking 2 minutes to reprogram, to kind of take a reset. Is that?
Yes. But everybody can't do that. So maybe do a 2-minute dance break or a
2-minute dance
2-minute
break.
breath break. But it's the 2 minutes is what you need. And that's it. And that will reset you. But I know you can't just go hide in the bathroom all the time. So you need to pre-decide what your 2 minutes needs to be before you need it.
I love that. Can you take a minute right now and just type, if you have something that you do to reset, something that you realize you have to take a break, maybe you're not as consistent and maybe you haven't planned it. I hope after today you will be
Me too.
intentional and consistent with it. But type in the chat, what is it that you do for your 2 minutes? And put your feet on the grass. Love that. There are several things that you can do for 2 minutes, but how many of you would admit that you feel like you don't have 2 minutes to even breathe?
Right.
My watch has to say sometimes, breathe, stand up, and you don't realize how long you've been in one place. And your mind your thoughts are saying, if I could just get this done, then I'll reward myself with a break. But it sounds like I'm not even doing my best work
That's
or
right.
making the best decisions if I have not given myself a reset.
That's right. And if you can imagine that for just a moment, don't you want to be doing your best work? And everybody says, well, of course I do, right?
Of course.
Don't you want to be giving your kids the best of you? Don't you want to be giving your partner the best of you? I do. But you can't if you've just made decisions all day and they get the leftovers. And so I'm just on this mission, I was telling you earlier, to really just change that for people and to say there is another way, but it starts with being intentional about how you're spending your time and how you are choosing those decisions. It doesn't have to be hard. None of this requires money. None of this requires you to go get a specialist. None of it. But you have to be intentional, like the word that you used, with what you're going to do and be consistent.
I love that. So some of us have started to use technology just to help us. I need to schedule a doctor's appointment. You put little cues in your phone, in your calendar. I would love for you to take an action item and write down 10 to 15 things, and then pepper some reminders throughout your day
Yes.
throughout your week, throughout your month, and make sure that you're accountable, at least to yourself, to do it. Make your technology make you accountable to take a break, to reset.
Well, and I'll be honest. I mean, I live and die by my calendar.
That part.
And I live and die by my smartphone reminding me to do things. So it might say at 4:13, breathe, sexy beast. Like I put like really funny reminders
I love
that
it.
go off because one, I laugh. And already I've infused oxygen, which is one way to shift what's going on. Oxygen goes into the brain. The brain's like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I can think better now. And as soon as I think better, I want to do something different. So I have all these funny phrases that automatically just shift what I was doing. And then I'm like, okay, yes, I can go take 2 minutes to do this thing. But again, you just got to set it up for success. And I want you to be set up for success and not failure. I think we all want that.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. I love that. So set yourself up for success. Use your smartphone, use technology, and take a break, take a reset. And what I've found is that it takes me longer to do something when I don't take a break.
Yes.
Then and then I'm kicking myself all the time that I wasted.
Right.
Staying up, burning the midnight oil, like
Right.
drinking caffeine to try to get something done. And I'm much more productive, I'm much more clear, and I'm less sloppy with my decisions, as you said earlier, sloppy decisions at the end of that energy cycle.
That's right. That's right. And so you know what that is for you. You know, everybody has different rhythms.
Yes.
You know, so some people are early birds, some people are night owls. We hear that. But you also have a decision energy matrix about yourself. So some people, I use the example today, like after 3 p.m., don't make big decisions. Well, it might be 5 p.m. for you, it might be 7 p.m., but for most people, it's somewhere in that, right? Mine is about 2:30. So at 2:30, I start to feel the slumpies. And so I know I should not be making financial decisions at 2:30. I just shouldn't. I shouldn't be making big business decisions, big strategy decisions at 2:30. I save those. I program those at a different time in my calendar. I don't have staff meetings after 2 o'clock. So just important things like that, I move them in the calendar to where I know that I can be most effective and most strategic. But you have to know that about your own self, and you do know that about yourself. So I would just encourage you to kind of take a note with yourself and be like, this is when I am most effective, this is when I'm not most effective. Now, how do I do this?
Perfect. I hope that you can take this. This feels so easy to do, and
I want it easy.
So many of us are failing at it, and we are setting you up for success. I've got the brilliant Sparkle physician who is sharing with us practical tips on how to make better decisions and to put boundaries. It sounds like
Yes.
that's boundaries.
It is boundaries.
Know yourself, and take a minute, type it in. This is probably the last time I'll ask you to type something in, but type in what time you think that is.
Yes.
When do you start winding down? And then take control of that.
Right.
Time block. Make your big
Yes.
decisions in the morning. And if things come to you, I love what you said, where you said, just be honest with your loved ones. Have the conversation. Say, you know what? I'm going to make a better decision if we wait until 7:30 tomorrow or 8, whatever that looks like.
I've never had anyone ever, when I say, I honor this so much, or I honor this relationship, like let's use business. It's easier with loved ones. Let's use business. I honor this business relationship enough to tell you that I'm really tired and I would like to move this decision until 9:30 tomorrow. Can you give me that time? I've never had anyone say, no, make the decision right now. Never does anyone say that. Never in the history of business has anyone said that to me. They're like, oh, of course, no problem. So it's okay. You just don't have to be on all the time. You're not a robot. And so, and you know, even Chat GPT or Gemini or whatever it is, we're not sponsored by Chat GPT. So whatever it is that you're using, right, it malfunctions too. So sometimes you just need that little reset, but you have to advocate for your own self. And so if you're not doing that, my clients hear me say this all the time and they roll their eyes. You're the problem. You are the problem, but you're also your best solution. So start advocating for yourself.
I love that. Are you willing to advocate for yourself? For those of us who have been stuck, this is a breath of fresh air. I want to encourage you, take a breath, take 2 minutes worth of breath.
Yes.
Get some grass under your feet. Don't let the grass grow under your feet.
That's right.
But go ahead and connect. Go ahead and walk away. Dance. Listen to some music. Have some time to reset. Old days when you had a ColecoVision or Atari, you pulled that baby out. You had to blow on it. You had to wait. You had to unplug it. And,
several times.
And several times. And it was because you wanted to get to the experience that lies right beyond the reset.
Exactly.
You are worth the reset. Your decisions are worth the reset. And I hope that you would take what you learned and heard today and make practical use of it and get onto your path to soar beyond being stuck between two decisions. Question for you, Dr. Suzanne, how can people see your work, connect with you? What is it that you would love to tell anybody that's looking to see more of you?
You're so kind. Honestly, just go to my website. So SuzanneCastle.com. Maybe we can put that in the show notes.
It's going to be in the show notes.
Great.
It's in the show.
Great. And that's the best place. And if you go there, there's lots of goodies, lots of freebies, lots of ways to work with me. But if you all there are the social links, and just about every Tuesday I do a free 10-minute training on all the socials. So you don't ever have to pay to work with me. But you can get 10 minutes of training every single Tuesday on how to holistically show up in the world in a much better place using brain science. So come join me, won't you? Like, do that for yourself.
I love it. Listen, hey you, I was thinking about you. And you know what I was thinking? It's time for you to soar. Thank you for watching. Talk soon.